It's that time again to say good morning to you, Grenada, Carriacou, PD, Martinique, the rest of the Eastern Caribbean, the rest of the world. Welcome to Good Morning Grenada for today. It's Tuesday, the 9th day of December. Yes, December is already gone. You can safely say that. Despite what, I want to remind you that it is indeed a good day to have a good day in a good way as we start our morning the way we often do. It's Tuesday. So, Heavenly Father, we come before you on this Tuesday morning with hearts full of thanksgiving. Thank you for giving us another day of life, another chance to draw closer to you, and another opportunity to walk in your purpose. Lord, we ask you to steady your hearts today. When the cares of this world try to weigh us down, lift our eyes to the hills from where our help comes. Remind us that you are our refuge, our strength, and a very present help in times of trouble. Bless our families, our friends, and even those who may not wish us well. Cover us under the shadow of your wings, and let your peace guard our hearts and minds. Let every word we speak, every step we take, and every task we complete bring glory to your name. Father, we declare this Tuesday will not be wasted. It will be a day filled with your favor, your protection, and your joy. Thank you for going before us and making the crooked paths straight. In Jesus' mighty name, amen. Good morning, good morning. Tone, how you doing? Bless Tuesday. Tuesday blessings. Serve the Lord with gladness. Come before his presence with a singing. That's from Psalms 100, verse 2. Have a lovely day, everybody. Reminding us that his grace is sufficient, more than sufficient, yeah? You know, sometimes we get caught up with life, and as Raylin often says, life is lifing, you know. Sometimes we get so caught up that we don't look, you know, look to the source, you know. We you know, man, come on. You know, life is good. Life is good, and we ought to live good. Yeah, try our best to, you know, be better than we were yesterday, and that has always been my endeavor. I don't always get it right, you know. No, I don't. But I know that I am doing my best, you know. So, folks, good morning. His grace is more than sufficient. Yeah, good morning. The word of the day today, that word is effervescent. Effervescent. E-F-F-E-R-V-E-S-C-E-N-T. Yeah, effervescent. E-F-F-E-R-V-E-S-C-E-N-T. Effervescent. And it means lively and enthusiastic. Lively and enthusiastic. Here's how we can use that word in a sentence. Her effervescent personality lit up the room. Lit up the room. Yeah. Her lively enthusiasm. You know, we had everybody. You know, it's contagious. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. So it lit up the room. You know. Have you ever been told that, you know, there's a light around you? Yeah. You make people happy, even if you don't talk, but just your presence, man. Yeah. Good. Thank the Lord for that.
This song is dedicated to Lucy.
It's Tuesday. You just heard the word of the day, and the motivational tip of the day is up next. Yep. Nadisha, good morning to you. Good morning to the Jones. Jonesy, good morning. Good morning, Dean and Dwayne, and I don't remember the other's name, but good morning to you all. Crowshoe, good morning. Brave Boy Service Station in Corinth, good morning, Brave Boy, McQueen's Service Station.
Yes. Lift your voice.
Syracuse, good morning. Providence, good morning. Donlet and Dyke, good morning to you and the family. Dodma, good morning.
Unto the morning light.
Windsor Forest. Belial, good morning. Mammy Gwenny, good morning to you and Troublesome Boozum. Bosom, how you do, Papa? You know, Bosom cost me the other day. You know, he told me something and I gave him a nice response. You know, it cost me, boy. Bosom, good morning to you, my brother. Good morning, Scott. Olive. Everest, good morning to you all. Hope you all doing fine, right? Jillian McIntyre is with us this morning. Good morning, Jillian. Yulin, Sylvina Charles. Mildred is there. Who else is here this morning? Where are my people? Monica Meros Williams, good morning to you. Daddy Godwin and Miss Joan, good morning. Hope all is well. All right, take a time to disconnect. Step away from technology to recharge your mind. Disconnecting often sparks creativity and focus, you know. Stay away from the gadget for a day. You know, I had a friend and I find, you know, one day she called. I said, what happened? Today was no phone day. And I said, what? Okay, nice. Step away from technology to recharge your mind. Disconnecting often sparks creativity and focus. So take a disconnection. Take time to disconnect.
He's always standing by.
Yolan Swan, good morning to you.
That's my boy.
Where's Romaine DeLise this morning? Petlin, good morning to you. How are you doing, Petlin? Hope all is fine. Yep. Hope you're doing fine.
Jesus alone can do it. It's
Only Jesus can do it.
Only Jesus alone can do it.
Mary E. Banks.
Can do it, baby.
What's buzzing this morning? What's going on? Let's see what's happening this morning. All right, fines of up to 100,000 EC dollars for fisheries violations. White potato farming to boost local food security. What we usually call Irish potato. Yeah, good morning. Kingsley Thomas, good morning to you. Senior Agriculture Officer. Yeah, good morning to the Ministry of Agriculture, PS Bag 1, Miss St. Louis and the entire team. Dr. Cummings, Chief Veterinarian. Good morning. In the region, UNICEF aids 150,000 Jamaican students post-Hurricane Melissa. Internationally, Zelensky meets European leaders amid peace talks. And in sports, primary schools football finals. Well, that's on today in Guave. Good morning, Guave. Grand Roy, Concord. Fudge, good morning. I want to reach out and say good morning to the Ranger family out there in Pearls. Saj, Harry, Roy, Nayoka, Urias, Eric, everybody. Good morning. Auntie Alma, good morning. Auntie Elsa, we have to make a pass by Auntie Alma one of these Sunday afternoons, you know, go and spend a little time with her, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, good morning, Zavi and Zuri. Nyon, good morning to you, Colin. Patricia Davis Banjo, good morning.
Jesus alone can do it, baby.
Yeah, Yolan says most times we fail to understand that only Jesus could really do it right. You know, sometimes we feel big and bold and bad and we feel we could do it by ourselves and then we get trapped and then we realize that, you know, I didn't get it right, you know. Lilis, how you doing? You all right, right? Nice, Romaine. Nice. Brandon, good morning to you in London. Hope you're doing fine, eh? Folks, the AM edition of News, Sports and the Weather comes right after these messages. Don't you go anywhere. A good Tuesday morning to you, each and every one of you, reminding you that it's a good day to have a good day in a good way. Folks, the AM edition of News comes up after these.
This song.
Hey there. Did you know The GPPA now offers more ways to take control of your health. That's right, copper and hormonal IUDs plus hormonal implants, all available to you. Safe, effective, and empowering options, because your body, your choice. This message is brought to you by the Grenada Planned Parenthood Association through the Build Back Equal project, funded by Global Affairs Canada.
Are you looking for a reliable, affordable, and customer-friendly pharmacy? Look no further than Hills and Valley Pharmacy, the nation's leading healthcare products and services provider. We are committed to serving you at convenient locations. Find an extensive and affordable selection of prescription and over-the-counter drugs and medical supplies at Church Street, Hillsborough, Carriacou, Jubilee Street, Grenville, St. Andrew, near the bus terminal, and Halifax and Grenville Street, St. George. Our committed team is always available to offer valuable assistance for managing your health and wellness. Discover the additional benefits of our wholesale distribution on Halifax Street and our Medcare Center on Grenville Street, where we provide in-house physiotherapy, massage therapy, doctor consultations, and eye care services. Our commitment is to satisfy all your healthcare needs, including competitive prices, loyalty rewards, and special discounts for seniors. Contact us at 435-6904 and WhatsApp 535-4734. Choose Hills and Valley Pharmacy. Remember, your health is our business.
It's the happiest time of the year. With the kids jingle belling and everyone telling you Nexa is here. It's the happier holiday time of the year.
Dreams come alive with Nexa Credit Union's Happier Holiday Loan. Get up to $50,000 for gifts, home makeovers, travel, and more. With easy payments, affordable rates, and quick approvals. This year is happier with mystery wrap giveaways online, Santa's Happier Holiday surprises in branches, and one lucky person will win the grand prize, a day pass for 3 at Sandals. And Nexa will donate up to $5,000 to a school of your choice. Visit our social media to vote as we make more than wishes come true.
It's the happier holiday time of the year.
Nexa Credit Union, with you wherever your road leads. Terms and conditions apply.
A night so magical, simply magical, Foodland magical. Bring your family to Foodland, Tuesday, December 23rd for a magical night of shopping. A magical night of shopping. It's the 11th annual magical night of shopping at Foodland on Karani James Boulevard on Tuesday, 23rd December, starting at 10 p.m. and going all night until 6 a.m. the following morning. It's gonna be a magical night of shopping, loaded with lots of prizes and giveaway. All you have to do is be there shopping and listen for the cocks crow to win. Free groceries, a smart TV, brand new appliances for a kitchen makeover, plenty hampers. When the cocks start crowing, it's a magical night of shopping on Tuesday, December 23rd at 10 p.m. Celebrate with Foodland, your family's favorite food store.
This is the GBN Morning News for today, Tuesday, the 9th day of December 2025. Coming up in the news, fines of up to 100,000 EC dollars for fisheries violations. White potato farming to boost local food security. In the region, UNICEF aids 150,000 Jamaican students post Hurricane Melissa. Internationally, Zelensky meets European leaders amid peace talks. And in sports, it's that day, primary schools football finals today in Guave. We've got the details to these and more right after these messages.
Welcome to Karakou, small in size, rich in spirit. As you step off the boat, you're greeted by smiling faces and warm island vibes. Your adventure begins here. Need a cozy place to stay? The Mermaid Beach Hotel has been a favorite for years. Waterfront views, clean comfort, and located in the town. In Bogles, the Roundhouse Cottages offers rustic charm with a touch of elegance. A peaceful hideaway surrounded by nature. Prefer something private? Dong Island Villas gives you space, sea breeze, and a home away from home feel. Wake up to the sound of waves and views that stretch for miles. We're ready to welcome you. When are you coming?
Megaforce Promotions, in proud collaboration with Ariza Credit Union and GBN, presents Grenada's biggest flea market at Monroe's Plainfield, Saturday 20th and Sunday 21st December, 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. daily. Shop unbeatable deals on bed and curtain sets, appliances, household items, electrical and plumbing supplies, toys, Christmas decorations, clothing and shoes, perfumes and colognes, wines and drinks, and just about everything else. Plus a kids area, live entertainment, food and drink stalls. Want to be a vendor? Call 440-4646 to book your spot before they're all gone. Admission $5. 2 full days of deals and more deals. Shopping, fun and savings. Monroe's Plainfield Flea Market. Don't miss it.
Distributed by Echo Blue Limited. Visit us on the Lansopine Main Road or call 405-4818.
Good morning, everyone, from studios on Observatory Road on the nation's capital. I am Gordon Joseph with this Tuesday morning's news. Good morning to our friends from Hot 98 FM. In the local scene, Grenada has rolled out strict fisheries regulations with fines of up to 100,000 EC dollars. Published in the latest government gazette, the rules are designed to bring the island in line with U.S. marine mammal protection standards and prevent a January 2026 ban on fish exports to the United States. Fishermen must now release and report any whales, dolphins, or other marine mammals accidentally caught or entangled. Crew members are required to help free the animals unless their safety is at risk. Unidentified species must be photographed and reported to the Fisheries Division. Exemptions apply only for authorized research, self-defense, or preventing further injury to a standard animal. Or to a stranded animal, rather. All incidents must be reported to the Chief Fisheries Officer within 48 hours. Governments across the region, including Grenada, are monitoring U.S. military activity in the Caribbean. This follows President Trump's signal to escalate strikes on alleged drug boats, with Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth confirming that U.S. operations will continue. NBC News has more in this report.
President Trump is planning to take the military campaign to a new level.
Drugs coming into our country by sea, down 94%.
The president says he might target drug smugglers by land, not just in Venezuela, but in other countries.
We're going to start that same process on land because we know every route, we know every house, we know where they live.
It comes as Congress investigates that controversial double-tap strike in early September that killed 11 people, including 2 survivors who'd lived through the initial attack. Admiral Frank Bradley, who ordered the follow-up strike and says he consulted a military lawyer throughout the operation, told lawmakers in closed-door testimony the boat was traveling from Venezuela to Suriname, another country in South America, and that the drugs were bound for Europe or Africa, not the U.S. That's according to an official and a person familiar with the briefing.
All of these strikes are unlawful.
The sources also said military aircraft overhead spotted the 2 survivors waving their arms and that the follow-up strike came more than 30 minutes later. Some Republicans see it differently.
It looked at one point like they were trying to flip the boat back over, presumably to rescue its cargo and continue their mission.
Despite the president last week signaling he'd be willing to release video of the second strike.
I don't know what they have, but whatever they have, we'd certainly release, no problem.
Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth was non-committal this weekend.
Whatever we were to decide to release, we'd have to be very responsible about, so we're reviewing that right now.
As he pledged more strikes.
White potato production in Grenada shows promise for import substitution, officials say. At a recent consultancy and workshop, ICA's national specialist Gregory Delsol highlighted that improved technical skills in white potato farming could boost local production and support the CARICOM 25 by 25 plus 5 initiative. We have more in this report.
White potato is not traditionally associated with Caribbean agriculture. The crop, as we know, the agronomists will tell you, it thrives in kind of temperate countries. That is where this crop started, even in places like Peru, which has a lot of temperate zones. That is where this crop really thrives and does best. So it's susceptible to a host of pests and disease, late blight, early blight, both of which require careful and informed management. Yet, thanks to work that has been done in Jamaica, in Cuba to a large extent, and to Dominica as an example in the OECS, white potato cultivation has been showing some signs of progress. So I think this new initiative represents a fresh start that we could apply the science, we could apply the economics to it, and then we could make a more meaningful impact on the production of this crop. Yeah. So we need a united approach for food system transformation.
And that takes us to the end of the local segment of news. Stay with us. The regional and international developments, they are straight ahead. In the region, UNICEF has ramped up support for Jamaican students or children after Hurricane Melissa disrupted more than 650 schools and affected 150,000 students. Working with the government, UNICEF is helping restore safe learning spaces and providing psychosocial support for students and teachers. The agency has supplied 1,000 tarpaulins, classroom tents, learning kits, and grants for school repairs. UNICEF is also restoring water and sanitation facilities and has already delivered over 980,000 liters of clean water to affected communities. Teachers and counselors are receiving specialized mental health training, supporting recovery for more than 100,000 students and families. A new lawsuit is revealing alarming details about the death of 35-year-old Michael Virgil, who died on Royal Caribbean's Navigator of the Seas in December 2024. The lawsuit, filed in Florida, claims Virgil was served 33 alcoholic drinks in just a few hours before he suffered a breakdown on board. A video allegedly showed him agitated, stripping off his clothes and striking a door. According to the filing, security restrained him, used the pepper spray, and, on the captain's orders, had him injected with the sedative haloperidol. His death was later ruled a homicide. Virgil had been traveling with his fiancée and young son. The family says the trouble began when their room wasn't ready and he was left waiting at the bar. Their lawyer accuses Royal Caribbean of negligence, saying staff failed to stop serving alcohol and used excessive force. The family is suing, claiming the situation was mishandled and preventable. Now, looking further afield, Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelensky has met key European allies in London as he faces pressure to reach a swift peace deal with Russia. Zelensky held talks with UK Prime Minister Sir Keir Starmer, French President Emmanuel Macron, and German Chancellor Friedrich Merz. BBC News' James Landell has more in this report.
For several weeks around the world, they've been talking. The Americans and the Russians, and the Ukrainians and the Americans. Texts have been leaked, briefings have been given, but much remains unknown. And what these European leaders arriving in Downing Street are wondering is whether the terms of any ceasefire may be too hard for President Zelensky to bear.
Do you trust President Trump's team in these talks?
A question many diplomats in Europe are finding hard to answer. Today's meeting is more than just the usual European show of solidarity for Ukraine. It matters because these leaders are coming close to a point where they're going to have to make some difficult decisions about a plan made largely by the United States and Russia. Their aim, of course, is to remain in lockstep, but that may be tough as the negotiations reach what they call a decisive and critical stage.
It needs to be a just and lasting ceasefire, and that's why it's so important that we repeatedly set out the principle that matters about Ukraine.
But they know that principle's being tested by Washington's warmth towards Moscow. For now, Ukraine's leader is desperate to avoid a transatlantic split.
And finally, U.S. President Donald Trump is set to unveil a $12 billion farm aid package aimed at helping farmers impacted by low crop prices and the administration's ongoing trade wars. We have more in this report.
Making tremendous progress. They're all
President Trump touted his administration's tariff-heavy trade policy during a speech to veterans in Kansas City. But around the same time in Washington, the U.S. Department of Agriculture introduced a $12 billion plan to help farmers who are feeling financial pain from China's retaliatory tariffs. The proposal includes direct payments to farmers, purchasing excess crops, and building new export markets.
And the farmers will be the biggest beneficiary. Watch. We're opening up markets. You watch what's going to happen. Just be a little patient.
In June, the president announced tariffs on Chinese goods.
Because we have to, because we've been treated very unfairly.
Beijing responded with tariffs on American products, including pork and soybeans, purposefully targeting Americans in rural areas, a key Trump constituency. Soybean prices hit a 10-year low earlier this month. Nebraska Republican Senator Ben Sasse is a frequent Trump critic and represents many farmers taking the brunt of the impact.
And that story takes us to the end of our regional and international segments. Stay with us. The sporting highlights are straight ahead. morning, sporting fans. Well, today's the day. Grenada. A fun reminder that the National Primary Schools football finals kick off this afternoon at the Cuthbert Peters Park in Guave in St. John. At 2 p.m., it's the St. Patrick's RC coming up against South St. George Government School. Then at 3 p.m., the championship match features Bonaire Government School as they do battle with St. Peter's RC. So bring your colors, bring your noise, and come support our young footballers as they battle for national glory. That's the National Primary Schools Football Finals. It's happening today at the Cuthbert Peters Park in Guave. Now, the race for promotion in the GFA Division 1 2025 season is heating up with just a handful of matches remaining and the top 5 teams separated only by 8 points. SAFL continues to lead the table on 44 points with 13 wins and a strong plus 34 goal difference. Their recent form has been mixed, but they remain in pole position for promotion. Breathing down their necks, however, are Sunjets United and Honved FC, both locked on 42 points. Sunjets boast a plus 23 goal difference, while Honved carry plus 17, and both teams have strung together impressive winning runs to stay in the hunt. Just 1 point behind is Fontenay United in 4th on 41 points, with 13 wins this season and a plus 24 goal difference, keeping them firmly in contention. RGPF FC round out the top 5 on 36 points, holding 11 wins, but needing stronger consistency if they are to challenge the leaders. In the mid-table, Combined Northerners sit 6th with 30 points ahead of Tempe All Blacks on 27 and Monkridge FC also on 27. Shantimel SC remains in 9th spot on 25 points, followed by Manjaloo SC in 10th with 24. At the bottom, Happy Hill FC sit on 19 points, while Springs FC remains in relegation danger with just 4 points from 21 matches. Promotion and relegation battles remain wide open as the season heads into its final stretch. That's all the sports we've got at this time. I can guarantee you that we'll have more sports in our luncheon newscast and, of course, in our prime time later on in the day. And don't forget, West Indies takes on New Zealand in the second test later today. All right, stay with us, folks. The weather forecast is straight ahead.
Sisson's got you covered this Christmas. From ceiling to floor, from outside to inside, Sisson's is formulated to bring out our true Caribbean flair. Get 20% off Sisson's Ceiling White, Easy Clean, and Sisson's Aquaflow paints. Plus, every Sisson's purchase is an entry to win the grand prize of a 65-inch TV. Just scan the QR code, attach a picture of your receipt, and you are entered to win. Promotion runs October 1st to December 20th, 2025. Sisson's, good looks that last.
For the latest weather forecast, we now join forecaster Cassia Johnson at the forecast desk at the MBIA. Good morning, Cassia.
Good morning to you and good morning to the listeners. Here is the weather for today, Tuesday, 9th December 2025. Currently at the airport, conditions are fair. Winds are from the east at 16 miles per hour. Pressure 1013.8 millibars, which is above normal and rising. Present temperature 26.1 degrees Celsius, relative humidity 74%. Yesterday's maximum temperature was 30.2 degrees Celsius. Minimum temperature last night 23.3 degrees Celsius. Over the past 24 hours, there was 10.8 millimeters of rainfall at the airport, which brings the total for the month to 70.9 millimeters. The Grenada public forecast, valid for today and tonight. The weather is expected to be generally fair and windy, with a few brief isolated showers. Today's maximum temperature, 30.5 degrees Celsius. Winds east-northeasterly to east-southeasterly at 15 to 25 miles per hour. Seas moderate to rough, waves 6 to 9 feet in easterly swells. A marine advisory remains in effect. Tides are currently falling and will be low at midday, high at 6 p.m. Sunset today, 5:42. Sunrise tomorrow, 6:19. Again, the weather is expected to be generally fair and windy, with a few brief isolated showers. A marine advisory remains in effect. From the Met Office, I am Cassia Johnson.
Thank you very much, Cassia. Have yourself a wonderful day now, folks. The weather forecast came to you with the kind compliments of Rennick and Thompson Company Limited.
I think you don't measure up anymore. You never pick up on any of my signals. I think we should stop seeing each other. I went to Courts and I realized size does matter.
Say goodbye to your old TV and hello to a new one from Courts, bringing Christmas home.
It's 9 minutes after 7 o'clock. To end the news, a recap of the headlines. Fines of up to $100,000 for fisheries violations. White potato farming to boost local food security. In the region, UNICEF aids 150,000 Jamaican students post-Hurricane Melissa. Internationally, Zelensky meets European leaders amid peace talks. And in sports, primary schools football finals on today at the Cuthbert Peters Park in Guave. We urge you to go on out and support the youngsters the same way you went to the Wagiti Super Knockout. All right, go out and because they are the future. That's the news this morning. On behalf of the entire news department, I am Gordon Joseph, thanking you for viewing and listening, wishing you a safe and productive day, and saying a special good morning to Graphics, my colleague on the other side, and his listeners from Hot 98 FM. Continue doing your work, Graphics. Have a great day, everybody. Bye-bye. That's the news.
This International Day of Persons with Disabilities, we raise our voices for inclusion, dignity, and equal opportunity for all. When barriers are removed, people are empowered. And when people are empowered, communities thrive. Let us build a Grenada where inclusion is not just an idea, but a daily practice grounded in respect and equity. Inclusion works. Together we lead, together we rise. Join us in celebrating IDPD 2025. A message from the Ministry of Social and Community Development, Housing and Gender Affairs.
Mobility, a common theme woven into the very fabric of human history. From ancient wanderers to modern explorers, our instinct to move, to seek something greater, and to grow has always driven us forward. Imagine a journey into pathways of boundless opportunities and endless possibilities. A collective future where the vibrant rhythms of the Caribbean, rich culture, and welcoming community create unforgettable experiences. Beyond citizenship by investment, we believe in our collective investment of time, resources, and energy that fosters innovation, creates jobs, and enriches lives, driving the growth of an entire nation. The Investment Migration Agency Grenada boasts over a decade of exceptional service and remains committed to guiding you toward global mobility and economic freedom through investment. Your journey becomes our shared story of progress and prosperity. This is an invitation to be part of something greater, something enduring. Begin your journey at imagrenada.gd. IMA Grenada. Unlock the possibilities.
Running a small business can be hard. The early mornings, the long hours, the constant hustle to make every sale count. But these days, more customers carry cards, not cash. And that often means a missed sale. Not anymore. With the tap-to-phone service from Co-op Bank, you can have an easy, secure way to accept payments using only your smartphone. No terminals, no cables, no setup fees, just your phone. Now every entrepreneur, barbers, vendors, taxi operators, creatives and more can accept card payments instantly, fast, simple and backed by Visa's trusted global network. Sign up for Tap to Phone today, because doing business just got easier.
Welcome home.
Distributed by Echo Blue Limited. Visit us on the Lansopine Main Road or call 405-4818.
Served Grenada for decades. We are the #1 and largest electrical supplier.
Hi, welcome to Sunny Electrical. How may I help?
We offer electrical wire accessories, tools, and appliances for all residential, commercial, and industrial applications, which is what we are known for. And we expanded our products with new innovative ways to modernize your home. New homeowners will be captivated in our lighting showrooms.
Some more pendant lights here. These are very multifunctional because they can work for kitchens, living rooms, bedrooms.
We have a wide selection of lighting, ranging from indoor to outdoor and solar. We are also available for site visit services to assist you with selecting the perfect light for your forever home. We are located at Dusty Highway in Grenada and St. George. Sudden Electrical. Best value, expert advice, quality products. We hope to see you soon.
This Christmas, spread the warmth of Grenada, no matter where your family and friends are around the world. Whether it's rich aromatic Grenadian spices, a delicious homemade fruitcake, or a bottle of our finest island wine, you can send the flavors and traditions of the season with Grenada Postal Corporation's Parcel Post Service. Our Parcel Post Service makes it easy to send gifts filled with island love from Grenada to any corner of the globe. Imagine the joy on their faces when they unwrap the taste of Grenada, and it gets better. Our express service means you can rest easy knowing your gifts will arrive fast and fresh. So this Christmas, don't just send any gift. Send a piece of Grenada to ensure that your parcels reach their destination for Christmas. Post on or before December 5th. Grenada Postal Corporation. Make the Grenadian Christmas travel around the world. Terms and conditions apply.
Livestock farmers in St. David are invited to an animal care community outreach on Saturday, December 13th at the Malmont playing field from 9 a.m. The team on hand will provide free veterinary care, including deworming and minor surgical procedures, free rabies vaccinations for companion and livestock, including sheep, goats, and cattle. On-site farm visits to larger livestock holdings in surrounding areas of Bellevue, Rouquain, Malmont, and Latant, St. David. Come out and meet the livestock team and learn more on all programs and services offered, including import requirements, training opportunities, and career guidance. Animal Care Community Outreach, Saturday, December 13th, Malmont playing field from 9 a.m. This is your golden opportunity to meet the team from the Livestock Division of the Ministry of Agriculture, Lands and Forestry.
It's 17 minutes gone past the 7 o'clock, and at this time I'm happy to join Corporal Troy Paul from the Traffic Department of the RGPF for this morning's traffic report. Corporal Paul, good morning.
Good morning to you and season greetings to everybody out there. We're in the Christmas season, and definitely we know what happens as it relates to traffic heading towards the Christmas, or we call Yuletide season or period. But nevertheless, the traffic department have its obligation. But as we dive right into the traffic report, most of the traffic at this moment in our towns and all these adjoining roads is moderately flowing. We have no unnecessary obstruction or accidents at this time, so that persons can travel to and fro from any part, nook and cranny in Grenada at the moment, really with no unnecessary obstruction, and that includes Carriacou and the Pichimatnik at the moment. As we dive right into the accident state, that we had a total of 10 minor accidents reported for the past 24 hours, and they are as follows. The traffic headquarters, so we had 4 minor accidents. There's 1 minor accident. Wav Policing District, 1 minor accident. The Grenville Policing District as well, we had 1 minor accident. The St. David's Police Station, we had 1 accident. And Grand Roy, we had 1 minor accident, which gives us a total of 10 minor accidents reported altogether in the trial state of Grenada. I'm glad that we're not seeing any from Carriacou and Pichimatnik, but as we on accidents, we just want to improve on the drivers to please let's practice safe driving. As I've stated in the past, it is each and every one of us obligation. So let us practice. And a lot of these accidents are caused by negligence and inaction as driver, so that when we're on the road out there, we definitely would have to be vigilant. Let us make sure that we stop before moving off. Let us make sure that we do our turn signals properly. Let us avoid the speeding and the unnecessary distraction from our cell phones and all other things. But more so, we just want to make sure that everyone is safe along the road, especially our pedestrians. And yesterday, I spoke a lot about pedestrians using the road network and ensuring that their safety is paramount. And we will continue to improve on that as we know what the busy period of the Christmas season brings as it relates to persons, especially the little ones coming to town to make sure that their Christmas shopping is secured, especially their gifts and so forth. But we want to make sure everyone is safe around the Yuletide season. But on that note, I want to dive right into some of the traffic updates. And remember, we mentioned that the lower portion of the Hillsborough Street will be blocked off to vehicular traffic, which started yesterday, and it started from 6 a.m. and which will be from 6 p.m. This week, and we will extend the time to 8 p.m. next week, and the following week of Christmas, which we will bring it up to 9 p.m. So vendors have some advantage here, where they have that portion of road, the lower portion of Halifax Street, that is from the intersection with the Hillsborough Street with the intersection with the Halifax Street onto Melville Street, and they can vend in that area, but we want them to come off the sidewalk so that the sidewalks will be made available for the pedestrians to walk and to do their business safely. As we dive right back into the traffic state, we just want persons to know that we have already seen some build-up in most of the areas that we would normally see on a morning, which is the Caribbean Road, and we cannot get away from that. Also, a little from the St. Paul's Public Road at this time. So, persons who coming from that area, you know what to expect. We already start seeing some movement along the Mongay Public Road, that is traffic coming from the Grand Litang direction. It is not that heavy as we expected, but these are the areas that we normally see traffic, and we have seen this morning. And we want persons to be aware, if you're coming from these areas, you definitely may expect a little delay in traffic this morning. But we want persons that you leave home a little bit earlier. It is the Christmas season. A lot of persons will be out on the road ensuring that they get their early Christmas shopping. A lot of persons are heading to the port to collect barrels and so on, and they're doing a lot of things around this time. And remember, pretty soon our schools will be on vacation, so that there are a lot of persons will be outside. So let us ensure that if we have to leave to, especially for our work, which brings in that much needed revenue, that we make sure that we get there on time. So let us maybe have to leave a little bit earlier to get to work on time and to get to work safely. But most so we want safety along our public road. And the question we will ask to encourage that portion of safety, if you are texting,
then who is driving? Who is driving if you are texting? Corporal Paul, thank you very much as always for your comprehensive report, and we look forward to another engagement tomorrow morning. To you and your department, have a good one.
You as well, and to your entire team. Have a blessed day.
Folks, that has been the traffic report. Stay with us. We'll take a commercial break. When we come back, we start a conversation.
A night so magical, simply magical, full and magical. Bring your family to Foodland, Tuesday, December 23rd for a magical night of shopping. A magical night of shopping. It's the 11th annual magical night of shopping at Foodland on Karani James Boulevard on Tuesday, 23rd December, starting at 10 p.m. and going all night until 6 a.m. the following morning. It's gonna be a magical night of shopping, loaded with lots of prizes and giveaway. All you have to do is be there shopping and listen for the cocks crow to win. Free groceries, a smart TV, brand new appliances for a kitchen makeover, plenty hampers. When the cocks start crowing, it's a magical night of shopping on Tuesday, December 23rd at 10 p.m. Celebrate with Foodland, your family's favorite food store.
This December, the vibes will rise higher. Sunshine Promotions presents A December to Remember. On Saturday, December 20th, the National Cricket Stadium comes alive with pure reggae energy, live bands, and world-class acts. Direct from Jamaica, Anthony B. Tanya Stevens. It is a pity you already have one. And Junior Kelly. Gates open at 9 p.m. Showtime 10 p.m. Get your early bird general admission tickets now for $100. Advanced general $120. Or limited front of stage access early bird for $250. Advanced front of stage access $300. Tickets available now from gotofed.com and usual Sunshine Promotion ticket outlets. All tickets grant admission only. Look out for a performance from our very own Akib with his band and Valine. Food and drinks on sale all night long. Your ticket gets you in, the vibe keeps you there. A December to remember. One love, one vibe, one December to remember. Follow Sunshine Promotions on social media for more updates.
This holiday season, let the Monica Benoit Wonderland of Lights lead the way to Christmas at the Point. Starting November 30th, the Quarantine Point Recreational Park transforms into a glowing wonderland with dazzling light displays that are the true showstoppers of the season. Take a magical tuk-tuk tunnel ride through twinkling arches. Explore Santa's grotto, cozy up with a picnic blanket under the stars, and savor delicious eats from local vendors. Entry is just $5 for walk-ins, $10 per carload, and $20 for premium carload parking. Plus, grab a cozy picnic blanket for only $40 and enjoy the season in style. Special pricing applies for New Year's Eve. Visit our Instagram or Facebook pages at Rotary Club of Grenada Events for more details. It's holiday fun for the entire family every night from 5 p.m. till midnight, and it all supports the charitable work of the Rotary Club of Grenada. Christmas at the Point. When the sun sets, the wonder begins. Mark your calendars. It all begins November 30th.
Livestock farmers in St. David are invited to an animal care community outreach on Saturday, December 13th at the Malmont playing field from 9 a.m. The team on hand will provide free veterinary care, including deworming and minor surgical procedures, free rabies vaccinations for companion and livestock, including sheep, goats, and cattle, on-site farm visits to larger livestock holdings in surrounding areas of Bellevue, Roucaine, Malmont, and Latant, St. David. Come out and meet the livestock team and learn more on all programs and services offered, including import requirements, training opportunities, and career guidance. Animal Care Community Outreach, Saturday, December 13th, Malmont playing field from 9 a.m. This is your golden opportunity to meet the team from the Livestock Division of the Ministry of Agriculture, Lands and Forestry.
Welcome, viewers and listeners, to the conversation this morning. It's 29 minutes after 7 o'clock. And guess what? We do not have any active guests in the studio. So guess what? You are going to be my guest this morning. And there are multiplicity of things that we can talk about. It's Tuesday. And what's happening now? Well, the budget presentation was last week, and we heard contributions from the various MPs and parliamentary representatives and so forth. And so what I'd like to do, I'd like to hear your take. Do you think it is a good budget? What your take on the budget? Also, something that touched me is, and it really did, and then some responses from varying MPs and parliamentary representatives. When the Right Honorable Dr. Keith Mitchell said that, this could be his last budget presentation and so forth. And I saw some comments, I heard some comments, I saw some on Facebook, on YouTube, and so forth. And, Rootsman Kelly said that in song a couple of years back. All right. I think it was in Flowers Before Are Dead, colloquially speaking, that whether you like him or not, okay, it's no doubting he left his mark in the politics of Grenada, on the political landscape of Grenada. He left his mark. So if that's your time, bro, rest. Take your rest, your much needed rest. 40-something years, 40+ years, not easy. Good morning, caller.
Hello, good morning.
Welcome to the program.
Thank you very much. It's an open program, right?
Well, yeah, basically, what's your take on the budget, though?
I haven't been paying much attention to it because of my work schedule and so forth, kind of tied up with other things.
Okay. All right.
I just wanted to, I recognize that from traveling from places to place, you remember all those canes and so forth that has been planted all over the place?
The cane, yes.
Sugar cane?
Yes.
Yeah. I noticed that they are not being taken care of, they're not being caught, nothing is happening to them. I don't know if a discussion was held on that already, and if there's anything we could do about it, because I know right now it's a waste. I don't know, because it has use.
Well, what I do know is that Caneco, that was the company that resuscitated the sugarcane industry in Grenada. They've ended their operations, so there has been a number of plantations that they rebirthed, if you want to use that word, but seeing that they're no longer operational, then it appears as though the cane is just left there.
Yeah, that is what I'm realizing. So I don't know if something could be done to it to put it into use for whatever reason, whether it's for animals or for what.
Well, that's a good suggestion. What area do you live?
Traveling to West Hall, St. David's area.
Right, because on Saturday coming, that's a good opportunity. There is the Ministry of Health has this caravan coming up in Malmont. Maybe you can come there and speak with Dr. Cummings and them and make that suggestion that they maybe can, see how we can get the cane to be used for animals.
Right. Well, thanks for that info.
Yeah, pass by Malmont from 9 o'clock on Saturday. If you have an animal, a pet or so that you think you need some checking up, you can bring it there as well.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome, bro. Have a good one. Right. Have a good one. All right, folks, it's 27 minutes on to 8 o'clock. It's the conversation, and it's relatively an open line, but I'd really like to hear your take on the just concluded budget. Good morning, caller.
Hello.
Good morning. Welcome to the program.
Okay. What I'm saying tonight in the for Archibald Memorial, right? I think they said that they will be talking about Venezuela and America, Venezuela, where they want to put some satellite on the international airport.
No. The lecture is about the request that was made by the U.S. government on the government of Grenada for the installation of the radar system at the Maurice Bishop International Airport and the repercussions that can be had based on the response that was given.
No repercussion, because the thing about it, when we were building the airport, the same Republicans used to say we building an airbase to facilitate the communists in the Caribbean. So why we must give them permission now, the same Republicans, to go and bomb our friends Venezuela, who help us tremendously with a lot of things in Grenada. We can't do that. That is like,
well, what I do know, there was a time span in which the request had to be responded to, and that time has since passed, and there are reports that radar system was set up in Tobago, so I don't know if it was the same one that was intended for here, but it seems as though we've already crossed that hurdle.
Okay, well, if we think our Prime Minister had to say yes, because if they say, he said, you remember what going with Zelensky in the White House with Donald Trump? You box our Prime Minister if he say no.
That doesn't sound like a wise decision at all. All right, caller, thank you very much. It's 25 minutes on to 8 o'clock, and I really want to hear we will call it an open line, but I'd prefer to hear your comments. What is your take on the just presented budget? Good morning, caller.
Yes, good morning. You was just talking to Anima. You Dr. Cummings, Ministry, and so I think awareness with the way that with animal cruelty, them here in Grenada. And they just have the dog tie up in one spot, or they're not feeding the dog, they're not letting the dog go defecate. This is animal cruelty. In other countries, and in fact we have it here in law, that you cannot subject your animals to cruelty. You cannot have it tie in a spot, and the dog just tie in a spot for the rest of his life. That is not good conditions for dogs, and we need to implement the law under whether it is the Ministry of Agriculture, the Ministry of Health. I'm not sure which ministry is responsible for this, but we need to start reporting these people who are abusing animals, who have them tied up in a spot, in not being fed, not being chased, not given an opportunity to run. That is animal cruelty, and there is a fine and penalty for these kinds of people, and there's too much of this going on. We need to report the people in our neighborhood that is doing this, and the ministry, whoever is responsible in the department, needs to come out and they need to stop this. We have a law for it. Let us implement it. Let us protect these animals. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. All right. Thank you for that contribution there. It's 23 minutes on to 8 o'clock. Good morning, caller.
Good morning to my dear friends. You're hearing me today, right?
That's good. After seeing you and hearing you, that's Christmas early.
Yesterday and you're hearing me today.
Yes, that's good.
About the budget. I think we can say comfortably that the economy of the country is in good hands. Based on what we have heard, and they didn't get everything right, and we have a problem with implementation because we don't have the capacity to deliver things. We just don't have the workforce or whatever else is required. But I think the government has given a very good account of themselves 3 years after, and you look at the amount that has been achieved, I think it's phenomenal. The opposition, of course, has to be the opposition. Politics, partisan politics is very much alive and needs to be alive. And we heard a lot of things, but it reminded me when I heard some of the presentation by the opposition, and I listened to the responses from particularly Delma Thomas and Karen James. It reminded me of a saying, lies, damned lies, and statistics. There are lies, sometimes we call them half-truths. There are sometimes blatant lies, and then there is statistics in inverted commas, where people try to throw figures up out of context and say, oh, these are the facts. But facts out of context mean nothing. We heard of, for instance, the high rate of turnover in the youth meal program. Great. It's unfortunate that it happened. But is it higher than what was there before? No, it was not. So people throw things out like that, out of context, and try to fool other people. We heard about the 25% reduction in the non-fuel tax, or Grenlec. But then we discovered that, hey, this was just a short-term thing just before elections, and it was going to bankrupt Grenlec. It was unsustainable. So coming now and asking about it, the same thing you throw just as a short-term election gimmick that was going to kill Grenlec, which we also own. Now you're trying to make a noise about it. You know it cannot be done, but you're making noise about it. We're hearing a lot about the price of gas. Gasoline is still under $15, in a sense.
Yeah.
So why is it talk about, we subsidize the gas and we had a ceiling of $15? It is still under $15. So there's a lot of hot air, a lot of noise that's being made. And if people are not careful and not listening, they can be misled. But I am convinced that in spite of some shortfalls and other things, this young government has done a sterling job. And I'm very optimistic that they would continue to keep the economy buoyant, and then we are in good hands. Thank God. Have a wonderful day, Innocent. Oh, one last thing.
Okay.
No, again, people can really tomfool other people. We heard that very passionate plea from my friend who was saying farewell to the parliament, and he was offering his support, and you could even cry listening to this man speak. But 1 month ago, this is the same person who was calling the Prime Minister a little boy, and saying that he's damn fast, he's rude to expect him to come to Parliament because it's not his damn money that's paying him to come to Parliament. The same man, less than a month after, he comes there sanctimonious. Oh, I'm so thin, and I will be willing to assist, and I will do anything for my country. So there are a lot of theatrics, a lot of things.
Caller. People have bad and good days. There are mood swings, man.
Oh, I know. But it's all part of the fun and all part of the intrigue. That's why people sometimes they shouldn't take things too seriously, because sometimes you could be carried away by what you hear. But I think generally it was a decent budgetary debate. There was not serious animosity or anything like that. That's what happens in other countries. And I think the budget presented was a good budget overall.
Yeah. Well,
although I have some concerns about certain things, but it's overall a good budget.
Okay. Thank you.
You're most welcome.
Have a good one, bro. It's 17 minutes on to the 8 o'clock hour. Really longing to hear from you. What are your thoughts? And let's go back to the telephone line. Good morning, caller. Caller, good morning.
Yes, good morning. It's Innocent morning. How are you doing, sir?
I am alive and very thankful.
I'm very thankful for being here, senor.
Welcome to the program.
Okay. The lady before the gentleman who just speak there, which always speak good, that gentleman who finished speak. The lady who spoke about the dog, she spoke about the innocent. People having dogs and they don't know how to care it. When they took a puppy from someone or they buy a puppy, soon as the dog is getting big, they don't want to feed it. They're leaving it astray, going to the road, going all by the neighbors poisoning them. I really think the government should really put a law. Anybody ill treating animals, especially dogs and chauffeurs, busmen, taxi drivers, private vehicles, because they have some young drivers. When they look a dog in the road, they will march and speed and kill the dog. I want the government, Mr. Mitchell and the Governor General, put a law in place for that. Give a penalty, otherwise 16 months in prison. The lady, the lady speak a book. Okay. And another thing, Mr. Innocent, in Dusty Highway, we are asking, please, Mr. Andy Williams, which just said they're going to do it, put back the 6 humps in Dusty Highway for the people around there. Because the same thing, especially Sunday morning and Wednesday night and all of the night, these guys and them just speeding their vehicles inside it. Remember, Dusty is a commercial area. A lot of highways there. It's a main road. People passing to go to walk to the Spice Island Marines, the True Blue. Sometimes people have to jump in the train because these guys in them is speeding. Please, you all do something about it. Mr. McIntyre spoke a couple of months ago about it, but he's trying to help. But he alone can't do it about the harms.
Okay.
He had 6 people and they took the toy. So please, we needed that. And another thing, the third one, there is a Birmingham Mother Road School, which is no doors at it. We would like solid base, please. Put back a door so the falls can go in and scatter. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes,
please,
yes,
that's the Mother Road School. It's a tourism area there. When passenger ships are in port, the tourists always been coming up there by the Catholic Church, Cobb Cemetery, all four taking pictures. It's an ideal spot for St. George. Please, please, let it do something about that, Bill.
Thank you,
sir. And have a pleasant day, sir.
Thank you. Have a good one yourself. Folks, it's 15 minutes on to 8 o'clock. We take a commercial break. We'll be back after these messages. Don't you go anywhere.
I think you don't measure up anymore. You never pick up on any of my signals. I think we should stop seeing each other. I went to Courts and I realized size does matter.
Say goodbye to your old TV and hello to a new one from Courts, bringing Christmas home.
Sisson's got you covered this Christmas. From ceiling to floor, from outside to inside. Sisson's is formulated to bring out our true Caribbean flair. Get 20% off Sisson's Ceiling White, Easy Clean, and Sisson's Aquaflow paints. Plus, every Sisson's purchase is an entry to win the grand prize of a 65-inch TV. Just scan the QR code, attach a picture of your receipt, and you are entered to win. Promotion runs October 1st to December 20th, 2025. Sisson's, good looks that last.
served Grenada for decades. We are the #1 and largest electrical supplier.
Hi, welcome to Sunny Electrical. How may I help?
We offer electrical wire accessories, tools, and appliances for all residential, commercial, and industrial applications, which is what we are known for. And we expanded our products with new innovative ways to modernize your home. New homeowners will be captivated in our lighting showrooms.
Some more pendant lights here. These are very multifunctional because they can work for kitchens, living rooms, bedrooms.
We have a wide selection of lighting, ranging from indoor to outdoor and solar. We are also available for site visit services to assist you with selecting the perfect light for your forever home. We are located at Dusty Highway in Grenada, St. George. Sudden Electrical. Best value, expert advice, quality products. We hope to see you soon.
Hey there. Did you know? The GPPA now offers more ways to take control of your health. That's right, copper and hormonal IUDs plus hormonal implants, all available to you. Safe, effective, and empowering options because your body, your choice. This message is brought to you by the Grenada Planned Parenthood Association through the Build Back Equal project, funded by Global Affairs Canada.
Are you looking for a reliable, affordable, and customer-friendly pharmacy? Look no further than Hills and Valley Pharmacy, the nation's leading healthcare products and services provider. We are committed to serving you at convenient locations. Find an extensive and affordable selection of prescription and over-the-counter drugs and medical supplies at Church Street, Hillsborough, Carriacou, Jubilee Street, Grenville, St. Andrew, near the bus terminal, and Halifax and Grenville Street, St. George. Our committed team is always available to offer valuable assistance for managing your health and wellness. Discover the additional benefits of our wholesale distribution on Halifax Street and our Medcare Center on Grenville Street, where we provide in-house physiotherapy, massage therapy, doctor consultations, and eye care services. Our commitment is to satisfy all your healthcare needs, including competitive prices, loyalty rewards, and special discounts for seniors. Contact us at 435-6904 and WhatsApp 535-4734. Choose Hills and Valley Pharmacy. Remember, your health is our business.
It's the happiest time of the year. With the kids jingle belling and everyone telling you Nexa is here. It's the happier holiday time of the year.
Dreams come alive with Nexa Credit Union's Happier Holiday Loan. Get up to $50,000 for gifts, home makeovers, travel, and more. With easy payments, affordable rates, and quick approvals. This year is happier with mystery wrap giveaways online, Santa's Happier Holiday surprises in branches, and one lucky person will win the grand prize. A day pass for 3 at Sandals. And Nexa will donate up to $5,000 to a school of your choice. Visit our social media to vote as we make more than wishes come true.
It's the happier holiday time of the year.
Nexa Credit Union, with you wherever your road leads. Terms and conditions apply.
Welcome back, viewers and listeners. The conversation continues. It's 9 minutes on to 8 o'clock. Let's go straight back to the telephone line. Good morning.
Good morning, Innocent.
Hi, welcome.
After seeing what I see, I hope you're not innocent right now, but after I see what I you will be innocent. Anyhow.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, we've been systematically being brainwashed by the politicians. You know, you have politicians who come into power. They started off well. They've done a lot of tremendous work. And then all of a sudden they start thinking they belong. And they are the king, like they're living in a kingdom. And we are subject to them. And they just don't listen, or they lost vision along the way. But they find some way or some means to win an election. And this is where the problem is. Because you keep people poor, you systematically brainwashing them and thinking and giving them a little bit now and then every time an election come around, and then you think you're doing the country a service. But you never had that deeper vision and that statesman mentality to really do innovative and creative things after you started well. So sometimes you wonder if it's a case of just purposely starting well and just to manipulate and get the way what you want, or if it's just a case of just a lack of vision, or it's just a case of mal or bad behavior or wickedness. Sometimes you ask yourself all these things, because when you look around in Grenada and you see people, and you see now, you look around and you see innovations that should have been done years ago. Because when certain folks been on radio and certain ideas were poured out. Now, let me tell you something about us in Grenada. We have a tendency to think if you don't have a big job and you don't have a big house and a big car and your name is not Mr. Who, the things that you say means nothing, or we don't implement it because we don't see you as important. We don't deem you as important. In other words, you have no say. And that's what has been happening in Grenada for the last 23 and more years, or even before that. And now you have an innovative government with ideas. Look at it. It's been years I've been talking about music, introducing it in the school, doing things like the creative and so on. Well, I didn't formulate that in my mind like the creative art form. But we had all these ideas. Those ideas were spoken about. You think anybody cared? Nobody cared. Now this government come in and introduce it. We even talk about making education more feasible for people. This government come and introduce it. So what I'm saying is, you have people who want us to respect them for the amount of time that they serve, but did they really fulfill the mandate in a holistic manner? Maybe for a little bit, because they started off that way. But did they really complete that mission in the right way? There are certain people who feel they are a mini God, a grown God. They have ownership and they could do anything that they want. Now we have something new. We have people who we can rely on, and we pray and hope that God keep them humble, and we, as a people in Grenada, we can move forward with sensible innovations and sensible programs, so Grenada can benefit holistically and everybody can benefit, and we can all smile on our faces and we can keep praying and giving God thanks and praise. Have yourself a blessed day, my brother.
You too, bro. Have a good one. Now, I want to take a minute, all right? There's a contribution made here via WhatsApp, and I want to read it so that you can ingest it, okay? It says, Dr. Keith Mitchell is a career politician, and not in the casual, I dabble in politics on a Wednesday kind of way. No, sir. Politics is his life, his hobby, his side hustle, his main hustle, his retirement plan. The man practically writes CXC on it. While some leaders can fall back on a thriving law practice and return to billable hours, Dr. Mitchell's entire professional universe has been public service. That's what he knows. That's what he built for his life around. And to be fair, Grenada has felt the full force of that commitment for decades. But here's the thing. When your career in politics and politics alone, when your career is politics and politics alone, stepping away is not easy. It's like telling a fisherman to retire and go live inland. Man go start seeing boats in his dreams. And that right there is why term limits sweet like sugar cake. They help even the most seasoned leaders know when it's time to take a bow, go home, and stop haunting the political stage like a zombie who forget he done losing. Dr. Mitchell's long run and how difficult it's been for him to walk away is the perfect reminder. Sometimes you need guardrails, especially those who get a little addicted to power and can't find the exit sign. Still, we should honor his lengthy service and show him respect. Never mind he has done for his rivals. Never mind he has none for his rivals. He is an elderly statesman, and he has served us with distinction through some of our darkest moments as a country. Respect. I love this. Let's go back to the telephone line. Good morning, caller.
Good morning, Innocent.
Hi, welcome to the program.
I could shatter that comment, that statement that was made, that was read by you in 2 seconds. Trust me. For someone who, if that comment is have any credibility about it, if that person has made a life out of service, then it is a dismal. That is how one word I would use is a very dismal and disappointing era in that person's career. Trust me. Because if you are devoting your whole life to it, then I cannot see how our people are still impoverished by the policies of that individual and government. There is so much. The gentleman before who called addressed the issues perfectly. But this article that you read there, this comment that you read there, trust me, this thing could be devoured in a few seconds.
But let me ask you this. Let me ask you this. I mean, are you trying to push the narrative that there was nothing good that the gentleman did?
At all. I would never say that. I am one who would never say that.
That's what the statement says, in a sense, that's what the statement says.
No, not what the statement is saying. I am saying, because he read a lot, and what I derive from it, if someone has devoted themselves, you see, maybe you could say Deacon Mitchell is a lawyer, so he can go back to whatever and other things, and them others are whatever. And Dr. Mitchell was just a person who is giving service. If your life was devoted to service, then the quality of that service was not good. Yes, there was something that was done good along the line, but if that was your devoted time in 41 years, then as a Grenadian who have been here all this time, I am disappointed, seriously disappointed. When I look around and see what is happening, this was a man whose symbol of his party was a house. And when we go around Grenada and we see those people who have supported him for years consistently and where they are living, then it's a disappointment. The program is too short to go into all of those things.
Yeah, and we're out of time.
I recognize the man's contribution as anybody else, but trust me, it was disappointing. Thank you.
Thank you very much, caller. Thank you very much. All right, let's accommodate this one caller via a WhatsApp platform, and then we do the wrap. We head to the BBC. Good morning, caller.
Good morning. Innocent.
Hi, welcome to the program.
Innocent.
Hi, welcome.
Good morning.
Hi.
I need your guidance on something.
Okay.
Innocent.
Yes?
I listened to the budget speech, and what I'm hearing is that the presenter of the budget speech say that the government spent $2.2 million on traveling. But I hear otherwise, people tell me that the budget is, which our budget is $4 point something million. So I'm saying, I want to know what is true or not.
Okay. Well, you know what? You know how I could help you with that? I am going to do a little research, and at a later date, I will disclose it to you, because I really don't have that figures in my head. So I'll do a research and get the best answer that I can for you, okay? All right, the caller is gone, and that's where we end the program for this morning, folks. It's been a pleasure being around with you. Okay, good morning, innocent. Season's greetings. My wish for next year is for Miss Rosemary to stop speaking as though she is throwing words to people. She do make some good contribution, but she needs to change her ways of sending messages. Rosemary, I know who is that, but nonetheless, I kind of figure out where you're going. Good morning. Why every time Donnelly calls, the children making noise in the background? He actually did say the man did nothing. Okay, all right, okay. Let us thank Dr. Mitchell for his service, but we must not get over our heads in praising mediocrity. All right. Okay, right, what else is here? Okay, that looks like it. In terms of comments, folks, thank you for your participation and your contribution this morning as always, and if the good Lord spare your lives, we'll do this again tomorrow. Okay, all right, God bless you, bye-bye. The BBC is up next. Stay blessed, everybody.